What if Deku had the powers of the Ten Commandments? And I thought I noticed a little bit different to the title. I did. I messed up. What if Deku had the Ten Commandments? Yeah, I think I messed up. I'm just gonna say powers, okay? And I don't know if I should make him villain. I don't know. I'm really confused. Okay, I'm gonna make him a villain just because, say I'm gonna make this villain our first mate. And he's powerful AF. Okay, AF. Well, and, and I think I left off people the role, and then we're gonna do the festival, yeah, then we're gonna use the festival. So, they're gonna do the festival, okay? And we have Deku participate, and if you can hear that noise, I'm sorry, it's my Switch. I'm gonna have to make this video really short, okay? I'm very sorry, I'm super sorry. But I took my time on the last one, okay? So if you like it, please subscribe. I haven't checked, I have 4 subscribers, and if I get the 5th one, I'm gonna really be happy. I'm happy having 2 extra subscribers. I can't believe it. If it's I know it's for you guys, it's like nothing, but for me, it means the world. It means like 2 of you guys, or girls, like my content. So thank you. And by the way, I have to do this on the first take. So if my mic is muted, I'm like, so you're telling me I spent all that time and my mic is muted? My inner voice is like, because I can do anything, but I'm still like learning, so I don't mess up the raw file. So yeah, let's say he can clone himself, okay, just for the sake. And let's say he can also fly. And he wins the race by just teleporting. And he's just looking empty. He's just waiting at the end. And everyone just sees one kid just disappear. Or just Deku just disappear. And to the first one, and this is ready, set, go. But he doesn't get caught to the rookie like, so let's say he just teleports to the end, and the announcer, I forgot his name, I forgot. We have Zuko Midoriya it's not Zuko. Zuko, let's say Deku, I don't know his last name because he never showed it. As the first one, as the winner of the speed race, and I'm gonna move, so it's gonna be awkward. Okay, as the first, time is 0.1, it's like less than 1 second, and everyone's shocked. It's like, okay, he must have a teleport. And it goes as Todoroki gets second, Bakugo gets third, Nick gets fourth. Okay, it's like canon now. And let's say he asked Midnight if he can just do the cavalry battle alone, and she said sure, you can do it alone. And then he can use the fairies thing. I forgot her name. Put it in the 10 Commandments, like her staff. I know she was the old fairy queen. I guess it's a queen or a king. I don't know the genders. She looks like a she. I'm not trying to judge, okay? And let's say he can also use a pillow, right? Right here. If you saw the last one, he can only use the pillow. And he just floated around because he has 1 million points. And everyone is like, oh. Like, wait, what? I thought he had teleporting power. And he just wins because he has 1 million points and I was able to get him. you know, Todoroki gets second because he has so many points. Bakugo's team comes through, which composes of Nick, Hiroshima, Denki, and I don't know who else. Todoroki's team is Momo. Since they never got, I forgot the name of the bird. I forgot the name. Right, let's move on to Deku wins the battle against Shinso because he knows that he has a quirk, that mind control quirk, and he's just not saying anything. And he can also resist mind control, and he says hi, and then he's like, got you, and he's like, what are you talking about? And let's say he can reflect anything, by the way. He just reflects it. He's like, wait, what did you do? He's like, why'd you swing that sword? And he's like, you're gonna know in a second. Because it's like a physical thing. It takes time, since he didn't use his sword a lot. It takes time to like get to it. And he just reflects it. And everyone's wondering what he's saying. He's like, get out of the section. So can you get out of the arena? And he says yes, and he just starts walking away. So he reflects the mind control. And Senso's like, what happened? And he notices he's out of the ring. He's like, oh god. Okay, now it's already against, okay, so let's say Momo against Nick. Nick wins. Bakugo against Tokiyami. He's his name. Tokiyami, okay. And, yeah. And, let's move on to the main event. Todoroki against Deku. Nick against Bakugo, or Todoroki against Deku's first. And let's see, Deku just starts reflecting on the ice, and he's just advancing. Bakugo's just losing a ton of ground, and he's saying like you can't win with just half of your power. He's just waiting. It's like, you're gonna lose. You cannot use one power, half of your power on everything. At some point, everyone will will be better than you. And this is like lights a fire on him, and he's using it. And let's say he uses both of them at the same time, but it's not touching, so it doesn't like instantly turn into cancel out each other. So he just full countered it, and it switched opposite sides. So the fire part feels cold, and the cold part feels hot. And let's say Deku goes right behind him, and since he made a clone, Deku, they're all shocked because he's like, oh, he can reflect too? Gotta get it. Let's say, Todoroki, he can make physical clones, and, let's say Todoroki uses a big ice spike, and it just cuts through Deku, but it's actually a clone, and everyone in shock is like, oh god, did he just kill that student? Because they went right through him, and he's like, Todoroki, I never knew you hit the balls. Right, I had the guts to do that, and Todoroki shot, and let's say, Deku just appears behind him and punches him, and knocking him out, and it's like, oh, he's okay, and the clone just fades away. And Nick against Bakugo. I'm gonna say this Nick won because he has basically 3 quirks. If Bakugo only has 1 quirk, I don't know why. Let's see once, and then he says, "Oh, Nick," and then he goes out for like 100 punch, and he says, "Like, Nick, why are you trying to do that? We are family. We are family." And Nick is just shocked. Or the family, let's say, Deku's dad, stick around, and they're all watching Nick, and they're so proud of him for about to win first, or whatever. You think he's gonna win first because they All Might told them, and he says, he's like, we are brothers, right? and they're shocked because her brothers. Basically, everyone's shocked, and he just takes this opportunity. He just waits, and let's say he swings, and he just grabs it. Let's say he uses 100%, and he doesn't want to dodge it, so he just takes it, and he's just waiting. He's like, "Is that all?" And then he grabs him and just throws him, basically throwing him to the out of the ring, and then that means he lost. And let's say they go Nick's parents, also Deku's parents, go to see Nick and try to find Deku, and he just walks past and he says, "Son," and then Deku's like, you're not my parents anymore." And he's like, "No, no, wait." He's like, "No, you said I was worthless. You abandoned me." And he's just happy now. He's just kidding around. He's like, he gets serious at this point because I know Meliodas gets serious, but he doesn't like have this silly side or funny side. I don't know. And let's see. Alright. I might get it's cringy, okay? Let's say he I cannot do this. He fondles Momo's, B-O-O, if you know the word. B-O-O, last word, I don't know. He starts fondling Momo. Even though it's not gonna be ship, he just starts fondling for no reason. And Momo gets weirded out. And let's say Momo creates a big pipe and hits Deku with it, and he's like, "How?" This is comedy. I don't know why. And no, seriously, touching people without permission is a real family, and I cannot say that word. A real crime. So don't try it unless you get permission. I don't know. And this is just a what if, okay? So don't be like, oh, you hate the female gender. You think they're weak, right? And I think they're really strong, And yeah, okay, okay, yeah, he's finally into Momo's boobs, right? Momo, and yeah, as I said, he creates a big pipe and just hits Deku with it, and then he's running away because Momo is chasing Deku with a pipe and just hitting him in the head, and he just goes to his dorm, and he basically has no shame because Meliodas is, he has no shame. He fondles Elizabeth's boobs everywhere he goes. I don't know why. He like can do it in front of people's crowds. He has no shame. Like he's a set of asshole. I don't know. Okay, so we move on to the camp trick. Let's say he right when they're about to like try like do it fishing, he just flies over it and he's like, "Oh, like you try to trap me?" He's like, "God damn it!" And let's say he just uses his stingray to go fast and get to it really fast. Okay, he gets to the being fast to that and like, I bet I can go to the camp That's saying is like, what do you bet? I bet. I don't know what he should bet. I bet. I bet my. I bet my arm on it, and he just rushes to. And let's say Alright, this is gonna be comedy disclaimer. This is just comedy. And he says, what are you gonna bet? And it's like anything you want, okay? And he basically just flies to it first, and he's just waiting for them. And they're like, oh, he has basically no shame or anything. He's not that okay. He just like when things are true, like he's faster than. And then he says, he said anyway, and finally, it's real crime if the opposite gender or any like really gender is a crime, okay? This is just comedy disclaimer, okay? And this is gonna be not for kids, okay? He starts fondling her boobs for the whole day, okay? He's like, I said, I bet my arm, and I fondle your boobs for the whole day, with the whole training thing, and he has no shame. And you know, it's the red one, okay? Here's the one with the cats, okay? Red one. And he basically just starts following me with everyone. And then Nana gets jealous because he's a pro. He's like, how do you get all these votes? No. He's like, how do you even fondle everyone's rules without, getting legal, getting your restraining order. He says, I don't know. And then he says, because I don't want to, EXE, I'm not trying to point it to. And basically they arrived, and he's just still following her leads, and she is just like, she has no shame now, because when they arrive, she has no shame because deku is still just following. Oh, by the way, his hero suit is gonna be, let's say it's Zeldris's like theme. Oh wait, never mind. Let's make it Meliodas' like tuxedo. His tuxedo. And I don't know what should I make. I don't know what else to do. Oh, he's just following her. He's still just following her. Oh, he has the UA like thing on, and he's just following her. And he says, yeah, man, it's like supposed to the same thing. And Koda doesn't like it, and he says, a bet. So he's like, did you bet against Deku? And he says yes. Like, did you lose? Yes. He's like, what did he place a bet on? He says his hand. And he chose, and I said, this is pro review. I said, okay, you can do anything. And he chose fondling my boobs. And everyone is shocked, and he's still fondling her. And yeah, we're gonna move on to the next day. Then he just goes to sleep, and he just starts training. and he's already mastered everything. So we basically just have him. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's just follow the thing, okay? The whole thing. And he's just doing that for the whole thing until the scary thing, because he met he can get there faster. And then he said, okay, for the whole training camp. And she basically has no shame now. She has lost all her shame. And she has no shame. And Koda is back. And, Izuku, asked Koda, why do you hate Hero so much? And he says, why do you care? He just want to know my, aunt's boobs. And he's like, yes I do. She bet on my hand, okay? So, yeah. And, basically we started playing around, and, he started showing up to Deku, and Deku just becomes, like, he's like a friend. He starts being fun to him, and he saves him from Mosquito by just cutting him until there's nothing left of him. No. He's just like, why is there gas and flames? That's supposed to be part of it. He's no. Koda. I get those names mixed up. He rescues her, and then he says, let's say he doesn't kill, he restrains. But he knocks out Muscular, he knocks out, what's it, usually? I never did the whole suit thing. Let's say he just beats, he beats Stain, and he says, like, you're worthy of being the hero, and then Stain, captured him, and that's basically it. He knocks out, the guy with the metal quirk, the teeth quirk, and he basically goes around knocking out everyone. Toga gets away, and let's say Toga, likes Deku just because he has, he heard that, from Stain that he considered him a hero, and, he just has Scorch on Deku, and let's say he makes a tooth monster, the lizard, he knocks him out, but Dobby frees them, and they capture, not Tokiyami, they capture him to let him go, and Bakugo, they capture him, and also, no, not Nico, hey, and, and everyone was sad, but since it's still not the end of it, he is still following the rules, and until the very end, until we have to get on the bus and leave, and he's basically just saddened because he cannot find out anyone else's rules. And she's just saying this. Makoto's safe though. It's safe. And Makoto says, visit anytime, and he's like, I will. And I don't know if I should do a ship. If I do a ship, can you guys comment it? Because I'll give you one whole day until the next day. Please comment it. And subscribe if you're a new viewer, please. he'll post almost every day. And for summer, I'm gonna post. I'm gonna make another channel for gaming. You know, trying to post every day. Okay. Now we're just trying to fill in the gap of more time. I'd say he just goes around fondling everyone, okay? Every freaking Mama again, Morocco, and basically every girl is now shameless. And I don't know about I forgot the middle one. She let's say Deku can see her and she's not naked, she's wearing this, let's say her clothes make her invisible except you can't make the clothes invisible. Okay, just see that. And this is vlogging here. And yeah. Gotta love quality content. And yeah, by the way, that was a joke. Okay? But the people who are gonna say, oh, that's not a joke. That's your, if your parents consider it funny, I don't really care. Because like it was just a joke, okay? And yeah. And everyone is mad at him. The boys, okay? The boys. Todoroki says, so how did you know, Momo was oops, and he's like, why do you want to know? And then he's like, please just tell me so, please. And he says, all right, I'll tell you. If can say what should I say? If I don't know. If you can give me 20 bucks to say that, and he gives him 20 bucks, and he says they were silky smooth, they were soft, and he says he had nothing on them. They were plump, they were perfect, and he's like, really? And he says, yeah. And basically, yeah, I mean, that's like their crush. But Jiro is flat. Jiro is fat as hell. Like, I mean, if you compared, like, if you compared a flat TV, Jiro would be flatter than that TV. Okay? Like, so, Jiro's age, the girls consider Jiro lucky because she has, deku under her. So, say, I don't know if through her, I don't know. And he's still gonna be good. I don't know if he's gonna be good. You guys choose. Alright, this is gonna be the hero arc. Let's say that, okay? It's gonna be the hero arc. And he basically doesn't care. And yeah, he starts following everyone, right? And yeah, we're on to overall. And we said, he asked them all my 2 here. And he says, sorry, I can't be here. I'm 2 weeks. Maybe if you guys can use these 3. Mario, Nick, Deku. I mean, let's put Deku, Mario, because, you know, Nick is really weak. And the 2, they treat him like rookies. Really rookies. And Deku just goes walking in and he's with Zawa. And he's a video villain after villain. And Nick can't go infinite, by the way. He is going to be beaten. Okay? Mario loses. Mario does his quirk. And no, he is not. No, Deku's not gonna fondle. E-R-I. Boop. Okay? I'm sorry. Harassment arm. Underage. Okay? And I really know nobody's just too young. Okay? Too young. Okay? And I'll just like to talk about this sexual harassment is not a joke. Even if I like make it a joke in this one, it really is not a joke. This is an anime. It's a joke, but like it's an anime joke. Okay? In real life, you have to ask someone. Okay? Just making this disclaimer. Okay? Okay, now we have to move on. Let's say everyone's just talking, and then that was just looking at overhaul and waiting for overhaul to speak. Let's say he tries to take every away, and he just cuts his hand that he fused and makes that big giant monster. That would be with 100 infinity. If you haven't seen it, what's wrong? Go watch it. What's wrong? Like, it's released everywhere. It's dubbed now. I'm pretty sure. I'm not even 100% sure. Especially if you have Hulu. If you've seen it before, you'll know about. Sorry, I burped a little bit. And Deku just cuts the thing and keeps cutting it. And Midnight was just shocked as he thought Nick was gonna die, but no. Then he sees he thinks that Deku was gonna die, and Deku gets impaled, and he's like, "Is that supposed to hurt?" And everyone's just looking at him, and grabs the overhaul out of the purple thing, and just slams him, breaks the hands, so he can use his quirk, and basically removes him with his scythe. And he puts him away, and he heals him, but like not enough to heal his whole arm. Like it's just a nub now. So he says, it's like, okay, he's now. Oh wait, I haven't the test. They were gonna get their things that are like we're able to get a hero license. Yeah, hero license. And if you hear this sound, I'm sorry, it's my chair. Okay. Okay. And because this sounds first of all, they said like you really should go for Deku. And then he makes a clone with the things, and that's it. He makes a clone with different hair, but he looks different, and he just stats him. He's like one person is eliminated. Let's say he's able to keep it as long as he wants, and he just walks away and wins. And he's just waiting for everyone to win. And harassment alarm. Well, that's the time. How about we talk about our spots? Like, I'm not getting a sponsor. I don't know why. I never get a sponsor. I never get ads, okay? And, they get their hero license. And they're celebrating. Turkey notices. Wait, no. Deku just says, like, your quirks are better for, helping people. And he just grabs, the hero, if you haven't seen it before, the whale hero. He just slams him to the ground, knocking him out. And it's alright there. We can just go now and rescue them. And he rescues the hero. And he rescues the survivors. And he goes to what's what he does? He was rescuing pretty much all of it. Yeah, pretty much all of it. And he celebrates. by just celebrating. And let's say he can change his body. So let's say he goes out for a drink, alcohol. Okay, now he's gonna drink, but his tolerance is like really high, so he really doesn't feel anything. While he looks older this time, he can change his appearance to look older, and he gets it. He can change to any gender. That's it, any gender. And that's pretty much it. But they finally found him, and it turns out it was in their own universe, but it was just a time skip. And they open a portal and sends this big amount of magic power. And then Deku just senses a little bit, like the tiniest amount, and he goes to it and he says, like, "Who are you?" And he starts saying, he's like, "Oh, we're the Seventh Sense." And they notice it. They look behind Deku. They like walk behind Deku and they feel it behind them. And they walk and they walk back in front of Deku and they feel in front of him. And he's like, "So you're the and he starts asking questions like, "Why are you so short?" And he's like, "Shut up, kid." He's like, "Shut up, kid." He says, "Shut up, kid. By the way, this is not with Elizabeth, so we're not gonna have a feud, okay?" "Shut up, kid. You're short too." "Yeah, but I'm so taller than you." And he's like, "Look, I can change." And he's like, "Oh, this must be like the pop quirks that we're talking about." It's like, "I'm actually quirkless." And he's like, "Why are you guys wearing such old-timey shirts?" And he's like, "No question, no answers." They go, "Why are you doing it?" And let's say they can teleport back to time, and they go back. And by the way, no one else has magic. He has magic, and no one else has magic. They definitely sneaks in with them, and he's just following them, and they can sense magic, a big amount of magic, like behind them, but they can't tell it. So let's say Deku sees his magic, and they never notice, and then he posts Meliodas, starts poking him, and he's like, "What?" And he looks around, there's nobody. And say Deku's just messing around with him, and then he says hi, and then let's say Meliodas punches his neck, and he's like, "Oh, sorry." And then, "Wait, that didn't hurt?" He's like, "No, not really." And they're like, "Wait, the magic came with us?" And then they're like, "Oh, this is the successor of Team with the team." And then Meliodas takes out his sword, and he brings teleport to 7 Sins and go through it, and then Krillin teleports Elizabeth to them. And he's like, "Have you guys found their reincarnations?" "Yes." And they take out all their sword, on their staffs, their swords and everything. And they're waiting for Deku to leave. He's like, "Wait, what?" He's like, and then let's say Deanne goes first, and he just full counters it and goes back to Deanne and hits her, knocking her out. He's like, "Wait, I was trying to sense out anything." And then he let's say they all try to attack him, kill Thunder, and tries to attack him. And wait, what? And say he goes to his last demon form, and let's say Elizabeth, I don't know what her power is. Say she uses like, I guess, supreme power only to her limit, and they shoot at Deku, and he just reflects it to the sky, and it basically just makes this dark cloud in this white spot. I'm like, what guys trying to do? I'm not trying to hurt anyone. Or do you want me? And he takes it aside. And they're all like, oh, he's peaceful. And he starts asking questions to Merlin. And Merlin, Merlin say, Merlin, no, Meliodas is weaker than Deku, so he feel conscious and knocks out he knocks out Meliodas and the 7 seconds he knocks out everyone like this. And let's say he puts in a cage but they can't get out because he can sense when it happens and say Escanor. He sees that it's almost noon and he uses the one and throws everything at Deku. He just captures it out to the sky and melts away. And Shock is like, what? Because that's me. I really didn't want to do anything. He's like, I'm not leaving. And that's Deku just torturing Meliodas by Wandering Elizabeth, and he's like, tell me. And he's like, no, no, I'm the only one that's gonna do that. And Elizabeth, I'd say, she remembers, like, why does he look like, Rosa? Like, oh, I can change my hair. And now he looks like Zeldris. He makes you change anything he wants. He's like, oh, he just changes through all the 10 commandments, everything. He can change the values. He can basically change the kill thunder. And this basically a shapeshifter, but first I have to look at the person. I don't have to look how high they are, you just I can look how high they are, how big they are, what's their height, and basically everything, you know, because if you don't know, the giants in that was part of the 10 Commandments, he has this eye that knows everything about everyone. And he's like, what did that be? And he says, okay. We were looking for the 10 Commandments successor or reincarnation. And I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And then they launch attack on Deku, and he just takes it, and he just like, why don't you guys still attacking me? Like, I have done nothing. He says, okay, bye though. And so we're gonna end it off. Disclaimer: fondling without permission is sexual harassment. Sorry, okay? Bye. And yeah, bye. I'll probably make a part 3. I don't know if I have like, yeah, so bye.